Topic of the day: self-love. Do you love yourself? Are you looking for love? Isn't it strange that we're all out there looking for the one, looking for the boy, the girl, the one to spend the rest of your life with, the one to fall in love with, when the reality is most people don't even love themselves. So, how do you expect to give love, to be open to sharing love, when you don't even love yourself? I think most of us are trying to hope that someone can fix all our problems. But I now realise that I'm actually looking for someone to share my life with, but at the same time, I don't want to be fixing all their problems. I'm hoping to find someone out there that has been self-developing enough to sort themselves out, like I've been trying to. I'm trying to fix my own problems because I don't want to give my issues to someone else, my burdens, I don't want to have to depend on anyone, because if I put all my pressure on a family member, a friend, a loved one, a partner, it probably will ruin our relationship. And I think this is important for everyone, even if you're not looking for love or looking for a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a partner, but taking responsibility for yourself and having self-love. I'm on this journey to become more self-loving because I believe it's a practice, and I think most of us don't love ourselves. We're very critical of ourselves. We always think we could have done more. We reflect on things that we did, we said, we could have said better, we could have done better, but we're too harsh on ourselves. I think it's important for us to treat ourselves as if we're someone we truly care for, as if the little voice in your head, instead of telling yourself, you can't do it, you're not good enough, it should be the opposite. It should be your best mate, encouraging you, supporting you. And so this is why I think it's important to make a daily practice of self-love. And how do you do that? It's very easy. It's going back. Number one, I would say it's daily practice for things that you're proud about, things that you've accomplished in your life, achievements, challenges, fears that you've overcome. Think about it for a second. That thing that I did, I learned Spanish. I thought I was an idiot. I didn't think I could do it. It took me years. Yet I did it, and it feels good. And now I can speak Spanish. Not perfect, but it's good enough. I'm proud of myself. And I can let that sensation, that positive frequency settle in, and it feels good. And I can repeat that 3 or 4 times a day, maybe before each meal. It's a practice, and we need to reprogram our minds. Instead of going to the little voice that is negative and saying that you can't do it, saying, you know what you've done, look at it. You should be proud and you can do it. So that's number one. It's a daily practice of self-love. Number 2 is taking care of yourself like you're someone you're responsible for and someone you truly care about. And that's easy. That's thinking about your diet, your health, exercise. That's thinking about your friendships or your connections with people. that's thinking about your work life and your free time. It's important to obviously have a good diet, well balanced, wherever that might be. Lay off the fast food, lay off the processed foods, maybe have a few little snacks, treat yourself here and there, but not overindulge. Number 2 is exercise, easy one. We all need exercise in our routine, in our life, whether that could be something fun that you enjoy, playing a bit of basketball, going for a swim, or just pure gym and exercise, at least half an hour a day, minimum, really. And connections. If you don't have any friends, try and look for some, join new groups, new clubs, volunteer, get out there, try new things, be spontaneous. And creating connections, better connections with your friends, with your families, be open and honest and be real to yourself and real to others. Simple, right? You'd think. The next one is your work life. If you have a job, try and make it meaningful, try and make it realize, what you're doing it for, what's your purpose behind it. Maybe you're supporting yourself, supporting your family, and, make sure that it's something that gives you value in your life and it's meaningful. Either create a better attitude towards your work, or always look for another job that takes, doesn't take advantage of you and respects you, or create a better atmosphere in your workspace so you can feel more positive from it. I feel like there was one other one. Diet, health, when it comes to exercise, work life, relationships, and that's about it. Something fun, taking care of yourself is, doing something that you enjoy. Maybe you don't know what you enjoy because you've always been doing things for other people because you haven't had self-love. That's okay. Maybe part of what you enjoy is helping others. Maybe you can find some sort of passion or hobby that involves helping others, where you could get paid, or you could do it for free. Either way, you're coming back feeling, fuck yeah, I feel good. But otherwise, it could be find some hobbies that you enjoy. For me, for example, I love playing music, and I love outdoor sports, surfing, snowboarding. Any of those things I can get my hands on gives me a lot of joy, and it's not immediate joy, it's long-lasting joy. I feel good afterwards, I feel positive, I want to go back. It's not like, doing some cocaine and then thinking, fuck, I want to do some more. And then half your life's gone and you realise what the fuck you've done. So that's it, the 5 real practices to really get yourself to self-love. And just imagine a world out there, people, everyone you know, that had a bit more self-respect and self-love. I honestly think the world would be a very different place. Obviously, you don't want to go too far down that spectrum where you are overly self-absorbed and self-obsessed, because no one wants to hang out with you, let me tell you that. But it's finding the right balance of, there's a right middle way point in between being too cocky and overly confident, and the opposite, being very self-critical and self-loathing and feeling like worthless. You want to find that middle point, right? But it's a practice, self-love. If you're wondering why you're not having very good relationships, it's probably because of you don't have self-love for yourself. And you take out your anger and your pity and your negative thoughts and feelings and frequency out on the people around you. And once again, this all goes down to the most important thing, is self-love. Once you can self-love, then you can share love. Another really important way of practicing self-love is actually by giving to other people. We get so caught up and trapped in our own heads from certain circumstances, worries, fears, anxieties, stresses, and we can get so overwhelmed with it all to the point where you're so lost in your own thoughts a good way to step out of that is actually by helping someone else. Sounds weird, sounds kind of counterintuitive, but knowing that you have problems, that's okay. But stepping away from that and analysing and looking at someone else's life, being able to support someone you care about or you like, giving them a bit of your time to help them through what they're going through, gives you this overwhelming sensation that you are important, that you can make a difference. And all those thoughts and feelings just lead you to having more self-love to yourself, obviously. And it's a great practice. So if you do find yourself wanting to self-love more, try by giving more to others. You could provide a nice meal for someone. You could go help out in a volunteer place for the homeless. I don't know. So many things. Go feed your cat something special. Cook him a nice meal. Instead of his dry, shitty biscuits that he has every day. Give him a little stroke on his belly. I don't know. But giving a bit of your time and your money, your something that you value, and sharing it with someone else will only give you a positive effect. So, that's it. Self-love. How can you expect someone to love you when you don't really love yourself? Work on it. I'm working on it. And I'm starting to like myself a little bit better. And I'm starting to get a bit more confidence and a bit more joy out of life. Just from that. Self-love.